Hello, my dear students. Once again, welcome back for the chemistry class. Today, I would like to begin with a new chapter in chemistry, that is chapter 6, Language of Chemistry. For this, you can refer to page number 77 and 78 in your textbook. Before I start this, I would like to give you a brief introduction about chemistry. Chemistry has its own language, which consists of rules and convention that helps to organize the representation of substances and changes that they undergo at the atomic level. Every chemical entity has an identifier. For an element, we use a chemical symbol. For a compound, we use a chemical formula. As you know that what is a chemical symbol and the chemical formula of a compound. A chemical symbol is the short form of an element, whereas chemical formula of a compound is the symbolic representation of a compound, which show the actual number of atoms of each element present in one molecule of a compound. And we have also learned about physical and chemical changes. Physical change is a temporary change in which no new substances are formed, whereas chemical change is a permanent change in which new substances are formed with different properties. Let's move on to this topic. Language of chemistry. Chemical reaction, the process which transforms one or more substances into new substances with new properties, is called chemical reaction. It means that chemical reaction is the process of transformation of one or more substances into new substances with new properties. It means that properties of new substances are entirely different with the properties of original substance. And every chemical reaction involves change in energy, and the substances that they take part during the chemical reaction are called reactants, and the substances that they are formed as a result of the chemical reaction are called products. As you can see here the example, hydrogen and oxygen are called reactants, and here water is known as product. Hydrogen, when it reacts or combines with oxygen of the air to form water molecule. In this reaction, hydrogen and oxygen, these are the chemical substances that they take part in this reaction. So these hydrogen and oxygen are called reactants, and water is the product which is formed as a result of the chemical reaction between hydrogen and oxygen. So water is a product. Now next, necessary condition for chemical reaction, like close physical contact, solution form, heat, light, catalyst, electricity, pressure. These are the necessary conditions for chemical reaction. Number one here, close physical contact. Some chemical reactions take place only when the substances are in close contact. As you can see here, close physical contact, it takes place only when the reactants are in contact with each other. Solution form. Some substances react with each other only when they are mixed in solution form. Some chemical reactions take place only when the substances are mixed in solution form. Next, heat. Most of the chemical reaction takes place by heating the reaction together. It means that most of the chemical reaction take place by the action of heat. Now next here, light. Some reaction takes place in the presence of sunlight. Here, some reaction they take place only by the action of light. As you know that photosynthesis, it takes place in the presence of sunlight. Photosynthesis is a biochemical process in which green plants they prepare their own food by using carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. And another example, decomposition of silver nitrate solution. Silver nitrate solution decomposes into new substances in the presence of sunlight. Next, catalyst. Now, what is catalyst? Catalyst is a chemical substance that increases or decreases the rate of the chemical reaction. As you can see here, the speed of some reaction can be increased or decreased by using catalyst. Now next, electricity. Number 6, electricity. Some chemical reaction take place only by the passage of electric current. Decomposition of acidified water. Acidified water decomposes into hydrogen and oxygen gas by the passage of electric current. Now, last one here, pressure. Some chemical reaction take place at high pressure. For example, manufacture of ammonia gas from nitrogen and hydrogen by Haber's process. This ammonia is formed at high pressure when nitrogen and hydrogen is passed through the catalytic chamber, which is containing finely divided iron at high pressure.